東京オリンピック・パラリンピック大会組織委員会の森喜朗会長の辞任を受けて、次の大会組織委員会会長が内定している川淵三郎氏が記者会見を開きました。
This study has shown that women are 6% more likely to have their identities stolen than men. Also, 6% of women are more likely than men to have their social media accounts targeted by phishing messages. 5% more likely to have an attacker send messages from a compromised account to their friends and family. And 9% more likely to have their accounts hacked. This is nothing compared to what the study actually found. In fact, what the study stumbled upon was mesmerizing. Here's what it says. Today's women are facing a unique threat in the digital world. It's called revenge porn. Women are 3 times more likely to be the victims of revenge porn, also known as deepfake porn. 26% of those who were surveyed said that they have experienced some form of cyberstalking and were threatened with revenge porn, including the creation of deepfake porn videos of them. Unsurprisingly, 12% of women said they are much more likely to feel unsafe online than men, while almost 60% said that they experienced some form of sexual harassment online. But when it comes to deepfake porn, women's messages were almost all identical. It's completely horrifying, dehumanizing, and degrading. CBSN Originals documentary titled Deepfakes and the Fog of Truth, which premiered on Sunday, October the 17th, tells a horrifying story. I have selected snippets for you to see. It's disturbing. View it with discretion.
This is a dangerous time. Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
I don't think that's true.
Being the target of fake pornography, it's just been such a life-shattering experience.
I am a fake.
I'm worried about the fraud, I'm worried about the misinformation, but I'm really worried that we as a society are entering a place where everybody can have their own set of facts. Well, then nothing has to be true. Everything can be fake.
I'm really blessed because I genuinely love the process of manipulating people online for money.
I mean, it's all the real thing.
The screen says DeepFake Live.
That's right. It's a real-time version of a deepfake, which means that we can turn you into anyone we really wanted in real time. So one thing I can do now is turn you into Will Smith by just clicking that one button.
Okay. Oh, no, this is not a match. This is odd. This is really odd.
No,
am I making you uncomfortable? I am. Okay. Not bad.
Hi, Noelle.
Hello.
When did you first learn that your image was being taken and altered?
When I was 18 years old, I just tried this thing called Google image reverse search, and within an instant I saw images of me taken from my social media and posted on these pornographic sites, and the images of me were doctored or manipulated.
Noelle believes pictures from her social media accounts were shared on fetish websites, where they were then photoshopped and turned into graphic images.
I saw images depicting me having sexual intercourse, images of me in solo positions, where my face was doctored onto the naked bodies of adult actresses. I was edited onto images depicting me being onto multiple covers of adult movies, and they even edited my name in fancy font and superimposed that text on the images themselves. So they weren't just, taking my likeness, they were completely creating a fake and separate persona of me without my consent. I was at work and I received an email from just a random email address, fake account, fake, I don't know who it is, and they said that there's a deepfake video of me on some porn sites. I just remember being at work and reading that and just being shocked, because I knew that they were escalating the images, but I didn't think that they would go this far. But they did, and then I was sent a link to the video.
Are you comfortable? Can you show me the deepfake videos that are out there?
I am comfortable.
Noelle forwarded us the link to the deepfake video she was anonymously sent.
I can't even look at it, actually. It's disgusting.
I can't really imagine what was going through your head like the first time you saw that. I mean,
it was completely horrifying, dehumanizing, degrading, violating, to just see yourself being misrepresented and being misappropriated in that way.
This technology is now largely used to attack mainly women. According to cybersecurity company DeepTrace, 96% of all deepfakes online are pornographic, and the top 5 deepfake pornographic websites target women. Today, deepfakes have become a weaponized form of technology used to harm women and girls online. The owner of one of the internet's most popular deepfake porn sites told me on condition of anonymity in an interview on WhatsApp that his site exclusively posts non-consensual deepfake porn of celebrities. When asked, he denied posting photos or videos of ordinary women or girls. Unsurprisingly, his argument was expected. I don't feel guilty about celebrities. They can handle it, and they know that people fantasize about them.
I do not post photos or videos of ordinary women or girls, and I don't feel guilty about it, because I only post photos and videos of celebrities. Celebrities can handle this, and they know that people fantasize about them all the time. I get more than 500,000 visits per day from all over the world. If I find that any of the photos or videos I post belong to non-celebrities, I immediately ban them. I know that most of what I post on my site is fake, and I don't feel guilty about it.
He contended that it was for entertainment purposes only. But for the victims of deepfake porn, this is hardly entertaining. They are being sexualized without their consent. For many, such kind of abuse has changed the trajectory of their lives. In some cases, it even robbed them of their career, let alone their image and reputation. Imagine if these photographs from every chapter of your life were harvested by a stranger who used technology to crop and cut them for a sex collage. Imagine if one day, by total coincidence, you not only see that your face has been plastered all over the internet, but that it has been placed on someone else's naked body and framed as pornography. As I was researching the materials for this video, I came across a new deepfake technology that allows users to make people in photographs say whatever you want in any way you want. I was amazed how this deepfake technology is getting more and more predominant. What I am not sure about is that if this is for the good or for the bad. While researching this video, I came across a platform called MyHeritage Deep Nostalgia. I left you the link in the description below. This platform allows users to animate still photos of old, even dead and buried relatives. It brings motionless people in the photos to life. I could make them move their heads, have them blink their eyes, even smile. Now, I've been told that the company is working on a new feature allows users to turn still headshots into realistic videos into which users can input their own audio. Basically, what this new feature does is that it can make people in the photos move and say whatever you want them to say, regardless of how fake this sounds. Yet, I found the technology behind it absolutely amazing. Speaking of AI, this reminds me of a couple of jokes. So let's take a break and come back in a sec. A father comes home with a robot that detects liars and slaps them whenever they tell lies. The father asked the son what he did today, and the son replied, "Went to school." Slap. The robot slaps him. "I went to a friend's house to study." Slap. And the robot slaps him again. "I was watching porn," he confesses. "When I was your age, I did no such thing," the father said. Slap. The robot slaps him. "Well, he is your son after all," the mother says. Slap, 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 slap. Scientists created the perfect AI and asked if there is a God. And the AI replied, "Insufficient computing data." So the scientists provided the AI with access to the most powerful supercomputer on Earth, gave it access to all the data on Google and on every network, PC, console, mobile device, smartwatch, every database, website, book, social media platform, and then asked the AI if there is a God. And the AI replied, "There is one now." And for those of you who are worried that robots one day soon will take over the world, I say don't worry. Artificial intelligence will never be human stupidity. Why did the robot stop watching porn? He lost his sex drive. And finally, why don't robots like apples? That's because they are androids. A few months ago, TikTok released a similar feature to MyHeritage called the dynamic photo filter. It quickly became popular on the app. While browsing, I discovered a batch of emotional videos from users using the filter on deceased relatives and loved ones. Despite the progress of MyHeritage Deep Nostalgia, I found that it still has its limitations. For example, you do not have control over the movements in the generated videos, and the subject doesn't speak. Once released, speaking portraits is expected to have far more potential. But what is the point of all of this? Like you, I believed that this video was going to focus solely on deepfake or revenge porn, but the more I delved deeper into it, the more I discovered how fake our world is and all the artificial intelligence applications in it. Today, we live in a world riddled with fake media, damaged by fake news, and inundated by fake porn. Almost everything is fake, and with AI technology becoming accessible and easier to use, the door is becoming wide open for more misinformation, more deception, and more distortion. Besides the scary issue with deepfake porn, these new intelligent apps are also dangerously user-friendly. What's even more frightening is that they are accessible to almost everyone. Although it's been said by many media outlets that these apps exist in relative obscurity, for me they weren't that hard to find, and they were very simple to use. All I had to do is upload a photo of a face, and the site opens up a library of videos, some of them sex-related, some of them not. But the vast majority I came across featured women, though a small handful also featured men, mostly gay men. So in a matter of seconds, I was able to select any video to generate a preview of the face I wanted to swap. And if I wanted to download the full version of the video, all I had to do is to pay the amount for it, all in a matter of seconds. Although for me the results were not that perfect, but they were realistic enough for anyone wanting to use those deepfakes to turn any of their victims' lives upside down and shatter them to the core. At first, I was unable, with all the frustration that I had, to understand why these apps cannot be pushed offline. But then the sad truth hit me. Deepfake porn technology has become so easily accessible that trying to banish it from the dark web has essentially become a game of whack-a-mole. Remember that saying, a picture paints 1,000 words? Well, it has just got a whole new meaning, with all these new tools that make your picture actually say more than 1,000 words. These tools can now add motion and sound to your portraits, so they become realistically talking heads in a creepy way. I read a number of articles online and spoke to a few tech nerds who referred to this as a step forward in technology. They kept telling me that it's a different technology than deepfake, although both technologies look the same. Just like deepfake porn, this kind of technology can be used for all kinds of deceptive and harmful purposes, from fake porn to fake political speeches. All you need is one single photo. That's all you need. Celebrities and adult women aside, this technology is now said to be targeting underage girls. In some cases, it's been reported that a deepfake bot is being used to undress teenage girls. This first started on Deep Nude in 2019 before the app was shut down, then spread freely on Telegram in 2020. As a result, the scope of abuse has grown. Now the targets are no longer just celebrities and Instagram influencers, but teenage girls. In the case of Telegram, Sensity found that there had been at least 100,000 victims, including underage girls. Newer apps are now providing the perfect tool for some sick person to exert power and control over victims. Why isn't the law banning them? Deepfake porn app equivalents are popping up almost every single day, and it will be a matter of time before people from all walks of life learn how to use and abuse them. Yet no one is doing anything about it, almost no one. Till this very moment, the dangers of deepfake porn have been limited. In fact, a new survey has shown that 80% of people still have no clue what a deepfake is. To a certain extent, this sounds like good news. Unfortunately, it is not. The attention around deepfakes and synthetic media has grown enormously in recent months. The technology of swapping women's clothes for highly realistic nude bodies is now readily available, or perhaps I should say dangerously accessible. What's worse, revenge porn is being used as a powerful tool to silence women. A female journalist in India is said to have had her face grafted onto a porn video after she began uncovering government corruption. Deepfakes are the great new threat, and algorithms are making it much easier for far more people to generate ever more convincing fake media. Politicians say the technology is difficult to regulate, but the tide seems to be turning. Countries like the UK now are moving forward with the ban on such apps, and if the US takes action, the EU is likely to follow. But the problem with the US is its First Amendment. Closing one site generates another and another and another. They rely on something known as generative adversarial network, or GAN, a type of AI that learns to produce realistic but fake examples. And to add fuel to flames, people are increasingly willing to hire out their faces to become deepfake-style marketing clones. AI-powered characters based on real people can now star in thousands of videos and say anything in any language in any way you want. This is allowing AI synthetic media to move away from the darker corners of the internet. And before you expect it to happen, it will become legit, and all the attempts to prevent it will vanish. Deepfakes are going mainstream, and from what it appears, they seem unstoppable. They're here to stay. you just hand over the rights to your face, and that's all you need to do to become a deepfake style marketing clone. In this post-information age, we are witnessing the dark side of technology. Instead of moving forward, technological progress is providing us with more means and ways to go backwards. The great myth of our times is that technology works. As Pablo Picasso once said, computers are useless. They only give you answers. The same applies to artificial intelligence. It's a useful servant, but a dreadful master. AI may be capable of doing the work of thousands of ordinary people, maybe even millions, who will one day become redundant, but it cannot replace the work of one extraordinary person. The technological advances made by AI, mainly when it comes to deepfake porn, says little about human intelligence, but speaks volumes about human wickedness. It has become obvious that today's technology, especially AI, has exceeded our humanity. Thank you for watching. Be safe and bye for now.